Hello my friends! My name is SammiiCake and welcome back to yesterday. I know it's been a while since I last did this. I had a bit of recording problems with it, so hopefully it's going to be okay now. I actually don't know if it will be, so... Yay! Let's see! White Enterprises. Today. Oh.
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
Hi there.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to Human Resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see.
Ha! You got
Tell him to
owned.
come right in, please.
Mr. White will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
Thank you.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice to you is, if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember what I've done in this life, Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that.
Okay, so let's talk
How
about
is your
family.
mother doing?
She has a slight cold. She seems like a good person. She's been telling me a lot about my life, but I can't seem to remember anything about it. Not a thing.
Give her my best. And let me pick your brains for a moment. What has she told you? You never used to talk about yourself in the old days.
Childhood?
What has your mother told you about your childhood?
All there is to tell. Only child, shy, few friends, obedient, athletic. I just wish I could remember.
So we're not talking in this one. It's really weird. It's just...
What do you know about your youth?
I threw myself into my schoolwork. Apparently I'm smart. I have a master's in the history of religion from my mother. She's a worldwide authority on the history of satanic cults. The terrible thing is that I don't remember a single thing I learned in all those years in the university, except what was in the books you sent me in the hospital and what my mother has been telling me.
That was horrible to spend so many years at university and you don't remember any of it. It actually kind of reminds me of my university life, actually.
Do you have a partner?
My mother says I had a girlfriend a long time ago. Suzanne.
Susie!
Now I'm single, it seems.
What has she told you about your likes?
This is strange. She told me that I never liked grapes, but the other day I tried one and it was delicious.
Interesting. To what extent are our likes and dislikes conditioned by our memories? By the way, I love grapes.
I love grapes too. Grapes are the best. I haven't had grapes in a while, actually. Let's talk about the
Everything
hospital.
all right at the hospital?
Yes, of course. Thank you for taking care of the bill.
I didn't do it. My money did. Sometimes it gets tired of rotting in the bank.
I hate that so much. It's just, well, you turned into a massive douchebag, you know.
Tell me, John, have you managed to remember anything about your past on your own?
No. Well, sometimes I get small flashes of random images, sounds. It's happened 3 times now. Watching a movie, looking at my hand, seeing a bluebird.
Curious, isn't it? Tell me more. What was it you remembered when you were watching that movie?
It took place in Paris. Suddenly, I saw, I don't know, a sort of antique shop. A girl.
What came to mind when you looked at your hand?
Well, it was actually the scar on my hand. The image of a strange person appeared in my mind. Some kind of priest in a church. He was talking about killing someone. Me.
Oh. That is peculiar.
What happened when you looked at this blue bird?
It perched on the windowsill in the hospital. Suddenly I saw myself with a beard and long hair in a blizzard.
Oh, goodness, John. I haven't even offered you a chair.
That sounded like that other dude. Oh, what's his name? Boris, is it? It's been so long.
I'm
sorry.
very sorry for
Hello,
what
you
happened,
got a
John.
face.
Very sorry. I can't help thinking that it's all my doing.
On the contrary, I've come here to thank you.
And to get some answers, I imagine. What do you want to know?
So we're playing as this dude for a while now. Identity.
I want to know who I am.
I'm not God, John. If you want to solve that mystery, go to a church and pray. I can only resolve human dilemmas.
I thought you kind of like knew him though.
Why did you send those books on satanic cults to me in the hospital?
To help your mother re-educate you, and with an eye to a matter that we had between us. One that we still have.
So were they really friends? That's like the real question here.
What connects me to you?
There's a lot, John. You were working for me when you tried to kill yourself. You got too involved in the investigation. You lost your perspective. Lori has the contract, by the way. Ask for her copy on your way out if you want.
What did my investigation consist of?
I hired you to get information about the Order of the Flesh, a satanic cult from the 15th century, in the hope that this would help us trap a present-day killer. My own investigation wasn't going anywhere.
Your investigation.
What had you discovered before hiring me?
The Order of the Flesh was founded in 1463 by an ex-priest named Ginés de Orduña.
What was the Order of the Flesh about?
We know very little. They worshipped the devil and combined alchemy with torture in search of God knows what, until the Inquisition began to persecute them.
This is so like dark and
Did the
deep.
Inquisition put a stop to the Order of the Flesh?
In 1498, when it seemed like Cardinal Cisneros, the Grand Inquisitor, had them cornered, they disappeared from the map. They evaporated. No one knows how or to where.
What did I find out?
You started doing some research in the archives at the University of Salamanca in Spain, and you found something curious. A missive from the guard Captain Miguel de Somosierra to Cardinal Cisneros, written on the 31st of August, 1501.
What did the letter say?
He stated that on that very morning his troops had traveled to the temple where they suspected the order was meeting, that they went in and interrupted a demonic ritual, that they killed all its members without mercy, and that finally they burned the church, reducing it to rubble and the ashes of satanic cadavers.
The letter didn't say anything else?
Yes, the captain congratulated him for the tip that led them to the temple. Literally, he said, "Thankfully, Your Excellency saw the relationship between the Order of the Flesh and the Holy Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. That led us to reveal the evil in an apparently holy church."
What does this all have to do to the present day killer?
What relationship is there between Notre Dame and the Order?
That was the next and final step in your investigation. Paris.
Oh, that statue was at the start of the thing.
What did
Before
I
you'd
find out
seen
in
it.
Paris?
I don't know. You disappeared there for 15 days when you finally called. You were very distressed. You told me that you found something very important and that you couldn't tell me over the telephone. So I flew to Paris.
Why didn't I tell you what I found out?
Because when I arrived at your hotel, you had attempted suicide. You were dying. You had swallowed mercury. Plus, you had cut your hand, drawing the symbol of the Order of the Flesh on your skin. It looked like a Y.
How did you know it was a suicide?
You left a note. Forgive me, Henry, but to get to the bottom of this, first I must die.
Tell me about this killer.
He's been killing hobos for years. First he only burned them, but then his modus operandi evolved.
How did the hobo killer evolve?
He stopped burning his victims and started torturing them using satanic rituals.
Ugh. What exactly did he do to them?
What led you to link him to this cult?
At a certain point, he started carving a sort of Y into the bodies of his victims, the symbol of the Order of the Flesh.
That makes sense. So that's why we had to investigate it, and that's why we was investigating the cult before, rather than. That's why it's like related to it. Okay. Right,
Why
that's all I
are you
wanted
so
to know.
interested in capturing him?
For a time, I worked as a volunteer in an NGO called the Children of Don Quixote. They help the homeless. Over the years, I stopped working with them because there's something that can help them more than I can. My money. It's been covering all their expenses since my parents died and I took over White Enterprises. I'm not going to allow anyone to keep attacking these people, John. And you're going to help me.
Why
did
me?
you hire me?
I hired your mother first, John. But after a while, she came to a dead end. I didn't know where to go from there. She said that if anyone could get further, it would be you. Now you know everything, John. Talk to Lori.
Have her give you your tickets.
What tickets?
Ah, Did I forget to mention that? You're leaving for Paris this afternoon. That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, Henry. I need to know who I am.
Exactly, John.
Close
Your
up.
father would be proud of you.
Close up. Oh god. I know, like, the audio seems a bit out of sync at some points. It's really weird. But I guess we're in
Just like me.
Paris. But who are you? Who's that boat? What? What are you doing? You're spying on me, is
You're
he?
sure the suite does not bring back any memories, Monsieur Yesterday?
No, I'm sorry.
Dommage. Well, call me if you need anything at all. Dinner with adult entertainment. You get my drift? Blonde, brunette, bald, black, white, young, oldies, sex pots, fat ladies, dwarves, hussies, spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or filthy. And
Oh, dear.
10% discount if I get to watch. Okay?
Thank you,
Ew!
Albert. I'll keep it in mind.
Weird. Oh, hi. While you're getting settled in, you notice there's something strange in the room. Okay. You can't put your finger on it. It's just a strange sensation. So, look at my body. Look at it. Oh, it's sculptured very well. Have a little look around. So we got a briefcase, suitcase thing. Suitcase full of clothes that your ultra-protective mother packed for you, and books that Henry sent to help you in your investigation. You're so fascinated by the memories room triggers to think about anything in the suitcase. Okay. Peace and quiet. You move one of the balls and bap 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 bap. I love these things. Oh, it's like a werewolf. A werewolf howling at the moon. Spooky. You lift a picture in case there's something behind it, and in fact, there's a wall. Ha! Cool. Let's go on the phone. Here. You look under the telephone in case there's a clue, something out of place. Nothing. Let's call Mama.
Hello, son. Have you arrived? Have you had dinner? How is the flight? Have you remembered anything?
Flight.
The trip was oddly uncomfortable. Mr. White had reserved the entire first-class section for
Whoa.
me, and I had 2 flight attendants hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to get any reading done.
That sounds horrible.
Guess what? On the plane, they offered me grapes for dessert.
And?
I tried them, Mom. They were delicious.
How strange. When you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my face.
Disgusting.
But I'm glad you finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
I don't get it. Why did I try to kill myself in this hotel?
I don't know, son. You got too emotionally involved, or maybe you found out something that upset you. This time, keep your distance, okay?
Aye, aye, Captain. We'll talk to everyone later. We're gonna Oh, that was like the Sandman. Have you ever seen that animation of the Sandman? It's so creepy. Oh. An original sketch by Albion Grell for the movie Nosferatu the Vampire from 1922. That's cool. You never picture in case there's something behind it, and in fact, there's a wall. Thanks for the sarcasm. Getting me excited for nothing. It's like very creepy. The Hand by Sean Rogue. I don't even see a hand on it. You never picture in case there's something behind it, and in fact, there's a wall. For God's sake. As you gaze over the drawing, something comes back to you. Oh, something behind.
Your secret is safe with me, Monsieur Yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these 2 words, including if it is you.
The picture opens like a door, and you try to force it open by sticking your fingers into the edge, but as anyone would expect, it doesn't open. So is there a freaking safe here? What did you hide in there? I don't know. Oh, that is so creepy. Looking at your mirror reflection, I can imagine something that's creeping up from behind. Rosemary oil. According to your books in Satan, I can't say that word. Rosemary was used in different potions to achieve eternal life. Superstition or not, you take it. Thank you. Reparative and hand cream. Will this cream repair the scar on your hand? No, but whatever. Hot water! The steam of the hot water is immediately sucked into the extractor fan. So that's the extractor fan up there. One of those extractor fans that come in on automatically when you turn on the light. You try to remove the cover with your hand, but it's held in place with screws. Why do we need to take off anyway? A natural soap. You debate whether to take all the soap or not and end up compromising. Cool. A clean towel. You take the towel like a common hotel towel thief. You gotta like take stuff whenever you go to a hotel room. I like hotel rooms. And this is the cold water. Persian water comes out really cold. Okay. But yeah, you can just imagine something sneaking up behind me. And, that'd be so creepy. So, let's go back out. Okay. We're safe. We are safe. Ish. A notebook found a pen courtesy of a hotel. You're grateful for the hotel's deal's thoughtfulness. A letter opener. You pick up a letter opener, its blade is so dull that it's more like a letter ripper. Ow. That is creepy. When you look closely at these pictures. Woo! For God's sake. The Roman Mercury comes back to you and remember, you didn't try to kill yourself. It was forced. You looked behind the pictures but you didn't find anything. Oh my God, that scared me then. That scared me. A little bit. Oh, that's a beautiful view. A welcome card, champagne, and a fast meal edition of Paradise Lost with illustrations by Gustave Dior. Got weird names I can't say. Suddenly remember yourself cutting something out of a card, just like this one you pick. It's like this when you pick it up. What's this? A welcome card. Can I like use this or that? The card is not in an envelope. Less work for you. Oh, it's worth a try. I suppose champagne, no, there's nothing to celebrate at the moment. Look at this horsey. It's probably like a little button or something like that. I can just imagine it now. The stone is rough. You feel a random thing with some kind of secret mechanism. No. Okay, never mind. The control panel for the jacuzzi. Oh, yes. Does it work? Oh, look at that. It looks so pretty. The relaxing sound of bubbling water. Ah, I want to go to jacuzzi. I've never been in one, I don't think. You'll take a bath when you find what you've hidden before. Okay. Like, these people, they get really nice places, but they don't make the most out of it at all. Stupid. How do I get back out? There you go. So, Mrs. Yesterday. Memories.
Very strange, Mom.
You stopped there. This is your mother. What good would it do to worry her?
I've stopped remembering things since I met Mr. White. On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satanism. I don't know.
So can we like look at the books or something?
Mom, I don't think I tried to kill myself.
What are you saying, son?
You stop yourself. You can't tell your mother that someone tried to kill you.
It might have been an accident. Imagine that I broke a thermometer and that the mercury fell into a glass and then I drank from it without noticing and...
John, you don't have to reassure me. I know that nothing will happen this time. I trust you. You're intelligent and strong.
It's like they know something. I mean, telling me that I killed myself. You can reread books on satanic sex, but at this point, you know what's in them by heart. So why can't we, like, do something about it? We'll talk to Henry White.
John, how are you doing?
Fine, Mr. White.
Henry. To you, I'm just Henry.
Yes, Henry, pardon me. The
Hotel.
hotel is really over the top, Henry. Thank you.
Over the top? You'll never change, John. That's exactly what you said to me the last time.
The front desk clerk is a little odd, don't you think?
I don't remember him. I'll have him fired, all right?
No, don't do that. It's really nothing.
Better. We all have a right to make a living.
When I was in New York, you mentioned my father. Did you ever meet him?
Excuse me, John. What do you have for me, Cooper?
A woman of about 50, passed out, drunk.
In
Cooper!
one piece?
Almost.
Take her to the generator room. I want her awake and calm. Call me when she's ready. Excuse me, John. Where were we? Ah, yes. Dementia is a very hard thing. But let's not talk about that, okay?
I'm starting to remember things, Henry.
Congratulations. I knew that this trip would help you. I just knew it.
I didn't try to kill myself, Henry. Someone forced me to swallow the mercury.
What are you saying? I'll send a bodyguard. I'll call Lori. I'm sure we have someone in Paris. Don't leave the hotel. Someone will come for you.
Okay.
The last time I was in the hotel, I hid something.
Interesting. What could it be? Well, call me if you find it. Remember that anything you turn up, no matter how minor, can help us save lives.
Well, I don't know. All this seems so weird. I don't know if I can trust Henry.
What do you know about my suicide attempt?
Nothing. Well, that Mr. White found you and he took you to a hospital in some kind of private ambulance. He made sure no one was the wiser. We don't want any scandals here.
Did I have any visitors?
Not a single one, monsieur, yesterday. I'm sorry to say that your behavior was very boring, despite the fact that I dropped the price of my very best girls as much as 20%. Have
He
you
is
had
weird.
a change of heart?
No, thank you.
25%? 30?
He's desperate for me to sleep with some girls.
Who's been in the room since my previous visit?
Only Mr. White, the maid, Matthew from maintenance, and me. But not a single guest. Someone has to clean the room, even if there are no guests, sir. By the way, if you're interested in her, be in the room tomorrow when she comes to clean it. She's new and frisky. Free fun dance on the first visit.
So desperate.
I just went to leave a small welcome gift on the terrace a little while ago, monsieur. The maid noticed that the extractor fan in the bathroom was not working, so I sent Matthew to fix it. Mr. White came to the hotel because you called him. He went up to the room, and that was when he found you half dead.
Is this hotel named after Gustave Doré, the artist?
Mais non,
Doré, that's how you say
it's
it.
named after, well, another Doré, who's also an artist in his own way. The funny thing is that he's a great-great-grandson of the original Doré.
I know that you have an envelope for me.
Of course, monsieur, yesterday. But as per your instructions, you have to say 2 words before I can give it to you. I
What?
see that you still can't remember. I'm sorry.
You sound like it would be stupid to continue giving random passwords. Although you don't know you yourself very well, you swear that you could have hidden the password of someone in pursuit. Okay. So, I'm going to leave this video here. Next time we have to look for the password and then we can get the envelope from the front desk guy and get the envelope. Whatever the envelope has with it. I don't know what the envelope... Well, yeah, I don't know what is the envelope. But anyway, that's it for the video of yesterday. I'm sorry it's been so long, but it's going to return, and the FPS problems are better now, luckily. So that's good. But that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. All of it's so great, appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. First message me is down below right there. And that's it for the video of yesterday. I hope to see you next time. I hope you have a cake-tastic day. Bye-bye!
Stop talking to me.
Honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to do next. Where else can I look?